Welcome back, you guys. I'm Tassie, and this video was by request that I do some cheese ramen. So I have 2 packs of my Paldo cheese, or it's called Fromage ramen. And what I did do with this is 2 packs. I added 2 slices of American sliced cheese to melt in there as well. And I do that because I like to have a thicker broth. And then I also put capsaicin sauce in here, so it is super spicy. And this is like one of my favorite ramens. I eat this a lot, you guys. I just thought of it. What if one day I made gimbap and I dipped it in this juice here, or the broth? Cheesy gimbap. Pretty sure it'll taste good, right? I have to try it one day. It is really hot. I want my pickled radish, so I'll be right back. Alright, so I have my pickled radish. So I'm going to set it down there. And I love to eat my pickled radish with sriracha. There's like really loud music playing outside right now. Right now we actually have the Greek Fest in Uptown, which is just 3 blocks away from me. They're doing it for like 3 days. I'm gonna go on one of these days, probably tomorrow, and go watch the Greek Festival. They do like they show you how to make their food. There's samples, you can buy food there. There's dancing, there's music. They teach you how to do Greek dances. And there's a lot of alcohol. Because it's only 3 blocks away, I might as well. And I do love living in Uptown because of all the events we have here. Like literally the events, you just walk a couple of blocks away, it's right there. What I hate is the parking though. The parking during these events, I mean, parking in general in Uptown is pretty bad. People tend to avoid Uptown because of how bad the parking is. It's basically like being in a downtown area. A lot of the parking, it's if it's free, it's always taken, or else you have to pay for parking. But even then, you have to fight for that spot. So I'm used to walking a lot living in Uptown. So I walk really far distances. One of my favorite bars. If I go to my boyfriend's house, he lives like 5-6 blocks away from me. So it's about a mile to get to my bar. So every time I go to my bar, I walk 2 miles there and back. My girlfriends, whenever they come, and I'm like, oh yeah, let's just walk to the bar. Where I live really close to the bars, but it was a bit of a walk for them. Because if you, like in America, I know you have to walk a lot. I mean, you have to drive a lot because things are kind of far away from each other. But if you live in a really congested city area like I do, you tend to walk just because it's not worth the drive and dealing with parking. But like a lot of my friends, they live in the suburbs. Even if you live in St. Paul, everything is pretty far away from each other. So you have to drive. So when people come to visit me in Uptown, the walking is a bit much for them. I got used to it. And it never fails. I always have a girlfriend who thinks she's gonna wear heels. It's like Vegas. You're walking pretty far. That hotel looks really close to you, but it's like a mile or 2 away. Yeah, I have never had a girlfriend who wore heels and actually made it in Uptown. They would take it off. They would either take it off or they would complain about how much it hurts. In my 20s, I used to always wear heels. And I used to bar hop in downtown Minneapolis a lot. And it felt like you could walk forever in those heels. Now, that I'm in my 30s, I'm like, this ain't happening. I'm in my 30s and I'm 20 pounds heavier. No, it's not happening. If you ever plan to come to Minnesota, the Twin Cities, and you want to party, because every city, they have a different area where they party at. Because like for us, downtown Minneapolis, it is one of the party centrals, but not downtown St. Paul. But I noticed when I went to San Francisco, they don't really party in downtown. So they actually party in the neighborhoods around downtown. Kind of like how Uptown is the neighborhood of downtown. So if you ever come to Minnesota to party, in the burbs, they party at restaurants. Like literally family restaurants during the day turns into like a nightclub at night. Every single suburb in Minnesota, in the Twin Cities, they have like, what's it called? Wild Bill's? And something with Jack's in there. Cowboy Jack's. It's actually like a family restaurant during the daytime. And then at night, they push all the tables away and it's like a party. A lot of the surrounding suburbs has those bars or restaurants. Because we have colleges here, we have like the McAllister and the St. Thomas area. So they have like a strip there called Grand. And on Grand Avenue, you can also bar hop there, but they don't have a whole lot of bars. And most of the people there are the kids who go to college. So if you're into that, I'm thinking about like creepy men. I'm sorry. But yeah, if you're into that, now the U of M, we would call it Dinkytown. Dinkytown, they do have people of different ranges, and it's close to like Northeast and everything too. Northeast and Dinkytown, a lot of people party there. They have a lot of bars that are close to each other, but it's I wouldn't say that they're as close. Well, some of them are, yeah, depending on the area. Okay, yeah, so Northeast and Dinkytown. And then a lot of people like to party in Uptown. Uptown is a mix of, it depends on the bar you enter. You're going to have a lot of people from the suburbs who come here. It tends to be young and old. And it depends. A lot of locals who live in Uptown, they don't really party at the bars. That is catered more towards the people from the suburbs. It's a restaurant that turns into a bar. And then downtown Minneapolis. Downtown Minneapolis has a wide range as well. It's not just all young. It is mostly young people though. But I've seen some pretty old dudes there. Like, pretty sure they worked in my office and I don't know what they're doing there, but I've seen some pretty old people there too. And this is like guys who are like in their 40s. So, and you want a sugar daddy? If you guys want a sugar daddy in Minnesota, you go to the W. Correct me if I'm wrong, people. Granted, they have like the Calhoun Beach Club, which is right here in Uptown. It's basically a ritzy place, restaurant and everything, and there's also like a club there. You can also get a sugar daddy there. But the W is a pretty easy place to get a sugar daddy. I was almost a victim once. Okay, I didn't know this. This is how I found out. The W is actually a hotel. And it's a fancy hotel where like a shot is $20. So at the W, I was in my late 20s when this happened. I was 28, almost turning 29. And one of my girlfriends wanted to have her birthday there, so I've never been there. So I went to the W. And when you get there, there's nothing but very... wealthy elderly men there, and all of the women are like scantily clad, and like there's like lounges, and the drinks are very expensive. So I was almost a victim there because I didn't know that that's kind of like where you go. So me and my girlfriends would go, and then one of my girlfriends, we were really close and we were hanging out together, and we were both single at the time. And I remember I bought my girlfriend a birthday shot, and then we were gonna go use the restroom. So we left her at the bar, and my brother came with us too. There is no young men there. Well, the youngest I would say is probably like mid-30s, all right? We were literally like, okay, we're gonna go to the bathroom. So like the bar is here, and you had to go around to get to the bathrooms. And so like we're making our way and through the crowd, and there's like tons of men everywhere, and they're like staring you down. And then there was like this guy who looked like Albert Einstein. Like he comes right up in front of me, and he was like, hello. And I stared at him, and he scared me. So I was like, oh, hello. And then like I go around him. He had two guys with him, and his two guys stopped me from going further. And then that guy, the Einstein guy, came up to me again, and he said, hello. And then this is what Tassie does when Tassie goes out and she doesn't want to get hit on. I took my girlfriend, and I shoved her in front of me, and I was like, hi, this is my friend. And then I left her. My girlfriends hate going out with me because I tend to ditch them when we go out. Well, because if there's like a creepy person, I don't know how to deal with it. I just introduce them to my friend because my friend would be available. Or else my friend would know what to do. All right, totally off subject. It's actually Friday night, and I'm actually going to go out after this. I'm going to start drinking in a little bit here, so I am done eating. Thank you for watching, you guys.